So I'm gonna start with what I told in the pre-stream. It's one of the few times in my 35 years on this planet that I have been legitimately scared. Not just for myself, not just for a specific situation, but for us. And I might not have the greatest opinion on humanity sometimes. Because of the things that we do. However, I'm very keen on keeping and having the race prosper to a better future. And the company 1X, and I'm just gonna share the screen because I actually did a lot of stuff on that, and I was legitimately scared every time that I just saw something more and more. Just a second, there it is. We're golden. Okay,
this thing, folks, just to let everyone know, it comes in 3 colors, of which I actually showcased in the thumbnail. It comes in white, black, and blue. I just added the red one for the communists.
Yeah, it's gonna be every color of the rainbow. I'm sure of it,
guys. That's 5'6". That is the height of Kada.
Pray that it stays that height. So I'm not gonna play the whole clip because it's a 9-minute clip.
Oh my god, that was terrifying. That was terrifying.
Yep. This is what you're gonna see at the very end of your existence. Just so you know, this is
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black
exactly.
lives matter.
If you have seen the TV show Orville, or if you have played Mass Effect, the trilogy, you know where this is going, because we're basically mimicking stuff. And let's start with this. I'm just gonna play it a little bit and we're gonna comment.
This all started a decade ago, working really hard on making what is Neo a reality. But to me personally, this started when I was like 10 years old. I grew up reading these beautiful books and watching these beautiful sci-fi movies where the future was all about how we as humans, we really focus on the things that matter to us. You know.
All right. So I'm just gonna say my piece. I'm gonna let you guys think, but this is a guy who's bringing sci-fi to life. One of the people who's bringing sci-fi to life, and not, in my opinion, in the best way possible, because AI, if you have read iRobot, if you have seen every bit of AI fantasy in the last 40 years, you know where this is going, and he's bringing that here. I don't know if you have seen, if everyone in the chat has seen this clip and knows what Neo is, but this is scary. This is scary. And one of the things that I'm just gonna add is that as with AI, and as I always like to point out with AI when we review AI stuff, is that whatever you might think of this is the worst that is going to be from now on. Very soon, sooner than we think and we want to think, another company or this company is going to make it better, and then better and faster and better, and it's going to continue that. And pretty soon, and I'm not talking about decades here, we're gonna have true AI, in my opinion, and that's when things is going to be, Hi, Roger. Oh my god.
Dash attack is here. Bend over again, Roger. Bend over again. For Dash. No. Come on. Come on.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Roger's a bigot, folks, but it's great to see Dash. This guy looks like a lizard person. He doesn't look like a human being.
Yes.
And you know the white version of the robot with its gray face. It sort of looks like blackface.
So, what are we watching? What is
we're talking about?
This is from 1X.
We're talking about Kada if he was a robot. No, seriously, it's the same height as Kada. It's 5'6".
Oh, damn.
This thing. This is going to be in everyone's house in a decade or so.
That's not an Optimus. Who's making that one?
That's new. The from 1X, the house robot that is now in pre-order for $20,000 or $500 a month.
You mean someone got their robots out before Elon?
Yep. It's actually going out in 2026, but you can pre-order it. And I think it's going out in May.
Yeah, it's very strange, Dash, because unlike Optimus, which is currently in its pilot stash innovation slash rather not stash pilot slash innovation phase, Gen 2 is still the innovation phase. It won't be at least until Gen 3 when it's mass produced. Neo is both a pilot program and a commercial release. It's releasing for $20,000. Its battery life is 4 hours, folks. But the key there is fast charging. And I did a little bit of research in regards to this. 4 hours, after 4 hours, completely flat battery. And it actually recharges itself through a special cable that actually has to be installed in your house. But with that specialist cable, it will fully recharge in 10 minutes. So theoretically, this thing could work 23 hours a day and charge, as a result, 4 hours charge, 4 hours charge, and have an hour's worth of charging and work 23 hours.
Exactly 23 hours. Exactly 23 hours.
Yeah, one funny
23
thing,
hours a day.
Oh yeah, go
for
ahead,
it.
finish.
Well,
Dash,
turn yourself up. I want to hear you.
All right, yeah. Bring my mic a little closer. You know how the Optimus kind of looks like the iRobots? This one reminds me of the Cybermen from Doctor Who.
Yes, the Mondasian.
Yes, or what I say, like the Kalon from the Orville.
Next, when Amazon puts their stuff, they're just going to have to give them glowing red eyes so we can have actual Terminators. And then,
or the Get. I want to get from Mass Effect. That's what I want.
I'm sorry to say, guys, but there's a reason this doesn't come with a mouth, and there is a perfect reason why this
for now
with a mouth. But the strangest thing about this, though, Helzo, is the fact that this is being released as both a pilot and as a commercial release.
Yes, it is, because I don't let this is a thing that has a specific chores, and I'm just gonna change that because I wanna show you something else. Whoops, sorry. I'm gonna show you.
You gotta be careful, Helzo, because I will capitalize on any errors you make.
I know. That's why I'm gonna make a lot. So you're overwhelmed.
But it's so strange, folks. It's so strange because now we have a commercially available system that is still in the pilot stage, and you could rent this out $500 a month. Use the black one. Put the black setting. Black. There we go. Okay. No, the other way. There we go. Would you like your own personal cater, ladies and gentlemen? Well, for $20,000 or $500 a month as a rental, you can have your own personal cater. He's 5'6", the same height as Cater, and he will reach small objects for you, just like Cater.
And if you didn't think that was enough, we have these two things. On the left, you have autonomy mode. This is the things that from the beginning, the robot will be able to do autonomously. It will record its state, it will remember things, it can talk to you, it can search some stuff in his database, and he has basic tasks like put the dishes away, turn off lights, get the door, clean up trash, and stuff like that. We also have, which is now scheduled, although they tell us that it's going to be at release, expert mode. What is expert mode, you say? Expert mode is when you wanted to learn and do a more complex task, like arrange your living room or stuff like that. That's when a human comes into play, and he logs in, he takes control of the damn thing, and he starts doing it, and he starts remote controlling it with a fucking VR headset. And because Digny asked me for the robot to be black, you can pretty much tell when I'm going with this. It's just with extra steps. You know, and that thing is going to be, first of all, you're going to have a robot that is connected to a company that's connected to the internet, that has a chip that records everything in your house, where it is, what's happening. A lot of data privacy issues, especially with what we have seen with a lot of companies nowadays right there, and then you're gonna have someone randomly just logging in, looking through these lifeless eyes. These eyes, and he's going to look in your house. He's going to look in your laundry.
I'm so sorry, guys, but why the fuck did they put it in black?
These eyes. He's going to look at these eyes.
You know why.
Excited to pay $20,000 for this.
Well, guys, we need to understand, right? No one in their right mind should put this on expert mode. Number one, okay? I actually like the fact that it has plenty of autonomous modes, because I personally think that the pilot and the commercial release should not be in the same system. Personally, that would be my own thing, right? The pilot should be on-the-job apprenticeships in controlled environments, very similar to what Optimus is doing, so that the autonomous features can be refined so much that they can do anything in a household and gradually be upgraded to the point where they can be, 90% of a human. We can't have it be 100% of a human, or more, because that will be a recipe for disaster if they ever wake up. Neo, folks, I think was purpose-built to be as compatible as possible, to not be intimidating. That's why it's deliberately shorter. That's why it's deliberately lighter. That's why its capabilities are deliberately weakened, because they don't want to scare people. Yet people's first reactions when seeing this were that they were fucking terrified. I haven't seen any positive content related to this topic. Not a single thing. And it flabbergasts me, because when I see that, I think this is the best thing that has been released within this ecosystem from a presentation style. And even then, people are freaked out about it, because people on an internal level, right, not with their heads, with their hearts, don't want this until money starts talking. You can't see me moving my hands with the money stuff, folks, but just imagine it. But money, as we mentioned before with the whole Roblox thing, money talks at the end of the day. And when I put it this way, folks, then you'll understand why this will succeed. Would you rather own something? Would you rather own a car for 20 grand or rent a car for like 500 a month? Or essentially have to rely on someone to drive you everywhere? Because that's an interesting comparison, right? Say I hire someone to drive me about. That's going to, with their own vehicle, that's going to cost more than if I just buy a vehicle or rent a vehicle out and drive it myself. The same logic applies for a business, right? Instead of hiring all these people whose labor costs are insane, why don't I just buy these bots or rent them, right? Save a ton in labor costs, and my profits will go up even if these bots aren't as capable, okay? That's the narrative argument we are going to see. And as Helzo pointed out, it's only going to get better and better over time, right? Think of it this way, guys. Dash Attack works in, services. Works in the service industry, earns $20,000 a year, keeps his head above water, okay? I buy Neo as a businessman, cost me $20,000. I'm not going to rent it, I'm going to buy it, right? And then I say to Dash, well, this guy's going to be working for you for a bit. He'll be your partner. He'll be your buddy. Huh? You'll work together as a team. 12 months later, you're fucking sacked because the machine knows exactly how you do your job, because it's fucking spying on you.
This is going to screw like the little guy over.
Disgusting, tangent kings of new age. A story sing this